Good morning. Greetings from the Institute of Global Professionals, IGP, Bangladesh. Greetings from the Institute of Global Professionals, IGP, Bangladesh. Thank you all for joining us and staying with us till the end. Honorable knowledge seekers, today I am your host for the morning. My name is Jannatul Naim. I am from Bangladesh. Dear knowledge seekers, I am proud to be associated with IGP as a global member. IGP, a non-profit organization, is a social and ISO certified international training institute. In 3 years, we already served 3 million knowledge seekers from 100 countries. IGP is internationally recognized and globally accredited. We are connected to more than 250 professions and 4,500 organizations. Institute of Global Professionals IGP and ISO 9001 2015 and 10002 2018 is the training facility for skill development which was founded in 2020 and is generating competing candidates to meet demand in the global labor market by providing professional qualifications. The Institute of Global Professionals is an educational institute that provides social work globally recognized and reputable. We serve students and community resources, providing holistic social work and education. We believe that it's not effective to increase one's skill just by acquiring formal education. So, we provide effective training and consultation to generate proficient generation all over the world. We distribute our service locally, nationally, and internationally to students, job seekers, job holders, and also learners through respective campus location and distance learning platforms. We are an occupational and dependable institution. IGP is one of the famous online institutes from all over the world. Our vision is education. Isn't a business product, it's a part of our human rights. Based on our vision, we are trying to reach all corners of the world for free webinars, seminars, courses, awards, quiz competition, mentoring, and counseling, etc. On the other side, we also trying to serve more than 100 premium service for free like create own portfolio website, resume builder, cover letter, motivation letter and world knowledge platform for gathering general knowledge which can upgrade all day. Kids learning, game website, free courses, converter sites and many more. We help to empower youth to learn to meet their expectations and dreams and become highly skilled people. We implement several training programs, webinars, and offline online courses for youth and learners by professional trainers, speakers, and coaches. Our sessions are conducted by globally renowned professionals to develop all kinds of youth to promote the education of their abilities and responsibilities. To ensure excellent in-depth instruction, we arranged with qualified trainers, speakers, and instructors. We extended free services to more than 3 million knowledge seekers in the last 3 years. We have affiliation with universities and organizations in 70 different countries. Virtual mock singings with many colleges and organizations have been accomplished. We are working for to create legendary generation of future scholars and citizens who will be accountable. We are constantly prepared to assist all knowledge seekers with valuable service. Spreading knowledge is crucial for the Institute of Global Professionals. We believe that knowledge is love and light and vision. So we try to understand the needs of today's generation and will serve them with good research and practiced methods. We must have a genuine concern for the learners we represent. More diversity, growth, and innovation are required to lead a session with professionalism, passion, and integrity. IGP members are committed to offering effective, best quality service and continual improvement so that individuals who seek information can improve their skill levels and value. Before we move to the next, let me remind don't forget to share, tag, and mention your friend in the comment box. Your support is very valuable to us. Before we move to the next, let me remind don't forget to share, tag, and mention your friend in the comment box. Your support is very valuable to us. Thank you. Moving to the next, with your continuous support, we already completed 1,140 webinars successfully. At present, we are going to start our 1141 program, which name is English for Functional Purpose. And our today's speaker is Ma'am Professor Shalini Rana from India. Before I hand over the stage to Ma'am, want to share a very little bit about our speaker. She is head of the Department of English in Government College of Education, Jammu, affiliated to Cluster University of Jammu, author and publisher. Now, very important moment for me to invite our speaker to IGP with her presentation. Hello, ma'am. How are you?
Good morning from India. I'm good, thank you.
Before start, ma'am, on behalf of IGP Knowledge Seekers, want to hear from you about you. Now the stage
Yes,
is your, ma'am.
thank you. Dear friends, this is Professor Shalini Rana from Jammu of the state Jammu and Kashmir, and it is in India. It is morning time right now. It's going to be 10, and we are. I'm really fortunate that I'm getting the opportunity to meet such wonderful people, such wonderful people through IGP. IGP is doing great work in making people learn English language. And I've been teaching English language for the last 17 years in the professional college. And I've seen the common problems that the Asian students face, the students in Pakistan, India, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, because English is a foreign language for we Asian people. So here I am to make things easy for you. It's not a big task. It's something simple with proper guidance. You can learn English within few days. So this is my introduction. So shall I start my presentation? So yes, uh, now whenever we say that we have to learn a foreign language, a different language from the language of our country, from the language of the language that we speak at home, maybe Nepali, maybe Bhutanese, maybe Bangladeshi language, maybe some other language, when we have to step into some new language, a new language looks like a mountain for us. It looks like as if language in itself is a big sea. What do you want from that sea? If you say that I'm going to learn everything, no. First, start with a little step. First, ask yourself, what is your purpose? Why do you want to learn it? In most of the countries, in Asian countries, since we were colonized by the English people, so normally multinational companies, they are from the English places, they are English speaking people. Then because it is an international language, it has become a necessity to learn English language. So normally in Asian countries, we learn this language so that we can get a good job, we can face our interviews well, we can converse through technology like on Google and other platforms. Most of the platforms, they have come either from Europe or from America, though their inventors may be from Asia, but most of the things have come from these countries. So technology is also dominated by English language, the blogs, YouTube, then other several things. So normally students want to converse easily in foreign language. So job, getting a job, that is the primary focus. Then learning to converse, easy conversation, day to day conversation, that requires only to know around 2500 to 3000 words. If you know these words and the correct sentence structure, you will be able to use English for your benefit. And then of course, various professions, they also require English somewhere. Even if you're a mathematics teacher, you're not a language teacher, you're a mathematics teacher, but if you have to converse with diverse group of students, normally English comes as handy, English comes as an easy language which is understood by everyone. Then since we are living in a global era, tourism also offers a great opportunity for new jobs, for getting a new profession. So in tourism, largely we have seen that even the people who come from Malaysia or who come from Japan or from Korea, normally even if they we are not able to speak them to them in their own language, they are able to understand English language. So there also it helps a lot. So first of all, define your purpose. Why do you want to learn English language? I want to learn English language because I want to become a teacher, because I want to, a job as a tourist guide, because I'm working in a hotel. There I'll meet several tourists from different countries who understand English language. Okay, I want to learn English language because I want to appear in some interviews for multinational companies, and they take interviews in English language only. I want to go to foreign country. There also, when I have to, travel, when I have to talk to the people from the embassy, I can use English language for this purpose, for conversation purpose. So first of all, define your purpose. And suppose if you want to learn English literature, then your purpose will be different. Then reading and lot of writing shall be included, right? So you have to see the purpose of language. If your purpose is just to speak, converse, or use day-to-day phrases, then speaking and listening would be enough. Thank you. Please move on to next slide. Yes. So for day-to-day usage and for common expressions, let us define our purpose. Ma'am, I want to learn English language because I want to converse in this easily and I want to learn the basic functional purpose. Okay, just a basic expression of exchange. I want a glass of water. Can you show me the way to this place? What is your name? How do you do? Please come. Yes. Suppose somebody is a hotel receptionist, okay, or a manager in the hotel. Yes, sir. How can I help you? May I help you, sir? Okay. So, what kind of room would you prefer? Right. So, as a salesperson, as a manager, or as a tourist guide, you need certain set of words and structures that will help you in solving your purpose, right? Okay, so after solving your purpose, you come focus on that specific area. Or suppose in you are going for an interview and you just have to introduce yourself, so you can like, my name is Mr. Wilson, I come from this place, I have done bachelor in sciences, I'm a graduate, and I have done post graduation in mathematics. I am 25 years old and I know these skills. Okay, I have got this much of experience, right? So these are the basic things which you need to learn, right? And then there are common expressions. Okay, in day to day life, just see your one day, just observe your one day, and in that one day, how many words do you use? You use certain specific words and sentence structures throughout the day, even if when you are speaking in your language. I want food, I want a glass of water. Okay, this is morning time, I have to take a bath, I have to get ready for my office. Or then of course, where is my laptop, my mobile, my keys? Okay, then okay, I have to reach my class by 9 a.m., or I have to reach my workplace by 9 a.m. I'll be back for lunch, or I don't want lunch, I'll take a pack of lunch, right? And then throughout the day, then when you come back, you take rest. I need a cup of tea, I need a cup of coffee. Okay, and then you take rest, you change your clothes. I need to change my clothes. I would like to wear comfortable clothes at home. Okay, and then you converse. Okay, what's for the dinner? Okay, I would like to take light dinner today. Now I would like to go to sleep. I'm quite late. Tomorrow I have a meeting in the morning. Okay, so there are certain set of sentences and words that are used in a day. At the workplace also, hello, how do you do, sir? I hope you have a wonderful day. Good morning, sir. You say hello, hi to your colleagues. Then you do your day-to-day task. Okay, and then of course, like if you are in a workplace, again you get the same set of customers. Suppose you're a salesperson in an electronic shop, there will be certain set of sentences and structure of words that you will be using throughout the day, or people would be asking you about it, like, okay, what is the cost of this refrigerator? Okay, what is the capacity of this refrigerator, right? Okay, what is the warranty period of this refrigerator? Which brand is better? Which brand is best selling brand in your shop? Okay, so what are the features of this gadget? What are the features of this item? So there are certain common things that will be repeated more often, and you need to be able to comfortably answer in that language. Okay, so you after deciding your purpose, you will find out that what are the daily expressions that will be used while I'm in this profession, or while I'm in this particular domain, right? And then you learn those common expressions. And then please move on to next slide. Next slide, please. Yeah. Language is a skill, and it can be learned with the help of practice. It is not one time affair that one day you have learned and then that will be enough. No, you apply that language, you practice that in your day to day life, and you choose the area wisely, because I told you whether you want to learn language or literature. If you want to learn literature, then you will have to take some professional degree, you have to take some other course of action. If you want just for functional purpose, like our today's topic is for English for functional purpose, then for functional purpose you have to be very careful listener. And the more you will listen to this language, the more you will be able to speak. So choose your area wisely and practice the skills of listening and speaking. And for professional purpose, if you want it like content writer, you want to become a content writer, that is something that requires more practice and more efforts. But for functional purpose, you do not require too much efforts, right? Okay, so you practice, and so you start practicing thinking in English. Talk to yourself in English language. See yourself, you suppose you're a hotel receptionist. You practice at home that how you would be conversing, what would be the common questions that would be asked by the customers, how you would be dealing with them, and how you would be replacing certain words in in a proper format of a structure. Okay, the best way is to create an English speaking environment. There are so many YouTube channels. Thankfully, technology is coming to our rescue. Today, when I am sitting at some different place and you're listening to me, listen to the speakers of that language. And every day you will get new set of expressions. Okay, suppose you have to host a party and you are inviting a farewell party, then good morning to all of you. I am this and this, and I'm going to introduce yourself to the the guest of honor of today's program. Today's program is about this, and it will be held for say 2 days or one day. It is a 1 day program or a 2 day program. We have our chief guest. I welcome our chief guest, this and this. I welcome our guest of honor, this and this. Right. So now I would like to invite our main speaker. Okay, thank you, ma'am, for your wonderful speech. So these are the common expressions. When you listen to the speakers, that kind of environment, you start imbibing those things. And language learning is copying in the sense imitating or following the main speakers of those languages, whichever language you want to learn. Here we are talking about English language. And many a times when we start learning a new language, we focus too much on grammar. Grammar comes naturally with the help of practice. Yes, grammar is good, grammar is essential when you have to be, when you want to become a teacher in English language, when you want to teach literature, then you focus on grammar. But in day-to-day conversation, for that you, for developing fluency, you need not to focus too much on grammar of a language. That will be a wastage of time. So practice as much as you can. The more you practice, the better and quicker you will learn. And of course, in the beginning, you may face difficulty because whenever we learn, even we learn when we learn painting, on the day one, we cannot become a very fine painter. No, don't expect too much from yourself and slowly and gradually move forward. Anything you want to learn, it takes time and it requires lot of practice and habit of practice also, in order to become habitual in that language, in order to learn variety of patterns of that language, you need constant effort. So do not feel demotivated, and whenever you speak with confidence. Even if you're making mistakes, you will learn with you will learn by making mistakes only. Do not be afraid of making mistakes. Okay, so every day keep yourself motivated. For learning anything, you have to keep yourself motivated, otherwise you will not progress, right? And then of course it requires hard work, right? For functional purpose, you do not require that much hard work which you require for learning literary things. Okay, that requires more hard work, but for functional purpose it is easy. Or say a range of 2500 words is more than enough for completing your day-to-day conversation. Okay, then when you are learning a language, focus on the communication part. How easily I should be able to converse with my customers, with my client, with my students, or the place of my work, or in say any office when you are inquiring about something. So you just focus on communication part. Okay, then there are basic structure on which the entire mountain of language is developed. So there are basic structures. Okay, suppose my name is Rahul. Now this is a basic structure. It can be replaced by n number of names. Okay, I live in Bangladesh. It can be replaced by millions of names. Okay, I live in Bangladesh, I live in India, I live in this. Okay. Hmm? I will complete my work in 7 days. I will complete my work in 10 days, in 20 days, in 1 month, in 5 months, right? Okay. So he eats mangoes. He eats mangoes. He eats apples. He likes to play football. He likes to play cricket. Okay. So the basic structure is same. The subject, then the verb, and then the object. Okay, right? So this resolves your most of the issues, right? Then uh, there is a common problem when Asian people try to learn English language. What they do is they try to translate everything in their mind, and that because of that, what happens is a lot of time is wasted. Okay, when you are speaking, you cannot speak and take a long pause. Okay, you have to speak in continuity. But when you keep on translating, when you are too much afraid of making mistake, when you are too much concerned about I should speak only correct English, then definitely what happens is you keep on translating that things. By the time you find words, there is a long pause, and that does not look nice. So don't try to translate everything. Okay, be spontaneous, and spontaneity comes with practice, comes with exposure to the language. Okay, then in order to uh, measure your progress, because first day, second day, third day, 10th day, 20th day, when you daily practice this thing, you will find a sea change in your speaking skills within within 1 month. After 6 months, there will be more improvement. After 1 year of practice, there will be more improvement. So every day you will be adding value to your language learning, right? So in order to track your progress, you can keep a journal, or you can keep a diary, or you can keep a language log, right? Okay, so I have progressed, and you can measure your progress. I have progressed 10% in the past 1 month. I have progressed, say, 30% in the past 3 months. I have progressed 50% in the past 3 months. What my language skills were in 2020-22, my language skills have improved in 2023. Okay, my language skills have improved in 2024, right? Okay, so when you keep a journal, you will find that you have come a long way. There was a time when you used to fumble, you were afraid of language, you were not exposed that much to the language, and now slowly and gradually you start becoming an expert in that language. Then your goals should be realistic. Whenever we start with great motivation, and we are very much enthusiastic about learning, we are energetic, we are highly motivated. But when we face difficulties, many a times what we do is we feel demotivated by ourselves, and then we many a times we give up also. Okay, leave it. I won't be able to learn. It's difficult. No, right? Okay, we start saying these negative things to ourselves, right? So language is a continuous process. Even the native speakers, you ask them, perhaps there will be so many words which they might not be knowing. Okay, there may be very difficult vocabulary, because in vocabulary also, when we learn words also, there are two types of words: active vocabulary and passive vocabulary. Active vocabulary is something which we use daily in our life. Passive vocabulary, there are millions of words which we do not use daily, which we use more often when we give some heavy presentation, some serious presentation, or say some event of very high level, or say when we have to write something for the newspaper. There people are very careful about choosing the heavy words, which are not very common, right? So that is passive vocabulary. When you have to learn English for functional purpose, you have to keep in mind the active vocabulary which we use in day to day life. And then of course, if you have developed good command over English language, then slowly and gradually you can move towards the difficult parts. Also, you can move towards using passive vocabulary, or that those kinds of words that are not commonly used, but they sound really well, they fit really well in the event in which you are speaking. Then definitely you should go for it. And then you need to pay attention to pronunciation, because pronunciation, not too much attention to pronunciation, but yes, definitely try to speak in a neutral tone. Suppose, for example, those who speak Bangla language, uh, for normally when they say when, they say ben. Okay, what? It is what and what. They are two different things, right? Okay, so try to be as neutral as possible. If, or say water, water, although it is water. Okay, Americans say water, water. They eat that tea part. Okay, water. If don't say water or water, at least say water, right? Okay, so that will be comprehensible by the other person. Similarly, there are several words. For example, mm, practice, practice. Okay, or passenger, passenger, right? So use that tone, neutral tone, that should not spoil the meaning of the main language, or the language spoken by the native speakers. Huh? Photography, 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 photography. So with practice, it comes easily. It's not that it is something very difficult. The more you refine your listening senses, the more your speaking senses will work. Okay. Now, for professional purpose, like if you want to write something creative as a creative blogger, or as a newspaper journalist, or you want to submit your research paper, or say you want to write a beautiful invitation letter, even if you have to write invitation letter to someone, either if you want to use simple English functional for functional purpose, you are invited to this event to be held on this date, on at this time, and this is the venue. Date, time, venue. Okay, and you, who is inviting and who is being invited, that's it. But then if you want to move a step further, then you can write different ways. Oh, you are heartily invited to the event being hosted by this. Okay. Or you are cordially invited for a warm get together to be happening on this day, on this, at this venue. We will be eagerly waiting for your participation, right? So there is no end to wonderful expressions, beautiful expressions in English language. Then uh, technology. Listen to English songs, YouTube channels, podcasts. There are so many audio books that are available, audio material, speaking material. There are so many channels like Fluent U. There are so many websites like www.lingorado.com. There are so many websites, video games available for learning vocabulary. There is no end to material. Thanks to technology, you just, with a click of a button, you get to know to various listening resources, even grammar learning, worksheets, common mistakes that often people make. Okay, then there are wonderful movies, English movies, that help in developing conversational skills. For example, you say somebody asks you, Are you happy? Oh, yes, I'm happy. You can reply this. Oh, yes, I'm happy. I'm delighted. Oh, it was a wonderful evening. Oh, thanks to you for giving us such a wonderful time. I had a wonderful time. So these are variety of expressions. With practice, you learn these things. Okay. Then there are so many online speaking opportunities for improving pronunciation. There are wonderful websites. And then as you grow in learning English language, start learning some phrases, idioms and phrases and proverbs. Okay. Suppose somebody says, oh, I'm quite late for completing my project, I ruined my schedule, oh, I should have done this thing well in time. You can respond, yes, you're right, my friend. A stitch in time saves nine. It is well said that a stitch in time saves nine. Okay. So with the help of few words, you say more. This you learn with as you progress when you are learning a language. Then, of course, you need to set your goal. Okay, whether you want to create a good impression, whether it is a challenging task for you. Why do you want to do this thing? Okay, of course, take a break in between. There is no need to rush to learn something. Everything takes time. Give yourself time. Okay. And if we talk about the vocabulary part, again, you need to tell yourself, say, you can set a task. Today, I will learn two words, new words. You see their meaning, then see the various examples of the sentences, then try to make your own sentences. Okay, so keep a target. Sorry, excuse me. So keep a target that every day you will be learning two words. So in 1 month, suppose the month is of 30 days, you will be learning 60 words. After 2 months, 3 months, and in 365 days, you can see how far you have gone. Keep a diary, keep a journal, or a notebook. And then, of course, spelling. In speaking, you don't need to bother about spelling, but if you bother about spelling, if you pay attention to spelling part also, then of course it helps in pronouncing properly, right? Okay, please move on to next slide. I request you to move on to next slide. I would request the host to move on to next slide. See, I've used 3, 4 different, sentences. Within that, I made certain changes, and the same thing is spoken in different manner. Then, as you grow, as your practice refines, you become a polished speaker slowly and gradually. This gives you lot of confidence also, and with the confidence, if you keep confidence, you will be able to speak fluently and you will not fumble, you understand, like or you keep on searching for words. No, the with practice gives you confidence also, right? And continuity is must. Yeah. So besides this, there are so many other things, like you can search, say, 10 best movies in English language, classic movies in English language. And of course, there are certain other things that can help you in developing this confidence and continuity. Read everything, whatever you get. Okay, in between, read newspapers, websites, emails. Then, of course, social media is full of English expressions on WhatsApp, Facebook. People are using largely English language only. Then uh, uh, make a friend from the native place through WhatsApp, through Facebook, through Instagram. You can make friends from now the world is a small place. You can make friends from different countries with whom you will get a chance to speak English language and take their help, and you will be comfortable while speaking to them, right? You can take interviews, light interviews. Then you can make a group, community group of your friends, try to speak with them. Okay, you will be more comfortable with them. See some good teacher, and of course you already using online platforms. Okay, read funny stories. Okay, your friends of course will be of great help. Then if possible, if you can visit these countries, though it's not something easy, but if you happen to move to these countries there also, because you will get that environment. And for learning any language you need to create that kind of environment, that is going to help you a lot. Then learn to ask questions. Speaking is easy, or affirmative sentences are easy, but if you try to learn to ask questions, that is going to help you more, right? Okay, and you must be knowing that if we talk about sentences, there are basic five type of sentences. Assertive sentence. Assertive means assertive includes two types further: affirmative sentence and negative sentence. Affirmative: I'm speaking in an affirmative language right now. Yes, it is so. Yes, it is. Today it's morning time. Right now it is 10:31 a.m. Okay, so these are affirmative sentences. Then negative sentences: no, my name is not Shalini. My name is Akanksha. No, I don't want to take coffee. I would like to take tea. I have never gone to Bangladesh. Okay, I have never been to this place, right? So all the sentences that have no, not, they are all negative sentences. Okay, I cannot do this. I cannot speak Chinese. This is a negative sentence, right? Then the number two part is interrogative sentence. Interrogative sentences are those sentences in which you ask some question. Again, there are further two types. The questions that begin with what, who, or wa sound. Okay. What is your name? Where do you live? Why are you late? When are you going to Canada? Okay. Whose book is it? Okay. Why didn't you finish your work well in time? Okay, so anything that starts with what, when, who, whose, whom, huh? Whom do you want to meet? May I know whom do you want to meet? Right? Okay, the questions that start with wa sound, and then one exception is h. That is, how are you? How do you do? How would you like to complete your work? Right? Okay, so these are interrogative. The anything that you ask, these are interrogative sentences. Then another type of interrogative sentences that starts with helping verbs: is, am, are, was, were, has, have, had, do, does, did. Then certain modals: can, could, may, might, will, would. Right? Okay. For example, uh, is it a correct sentence? Then, are you going to Bombay tomorrow? Hmm? Have you finished your work? Has she done her work? Okay. And then, uh, did you consult the doctor for this? Huh? Does she know what she's doing? Okay. Do you know where you have put up those things? Where you have put those things? Right? Or say, can you lend me your bike for today? Okay. May I help you? Um, then, uh, will you be finishing this task by tomorrow? Uh, would you like to take rest? Huh? Okay. Would you like to lend me some help? Hmm? Uh, so this is how you create interrogative sentences or questions. So these are the set of things that are going to help you in making sentences. You can turn simple sentence into a question also. You are happy. Aren't you happy? Okay. Uh, he is intelligent. Isn't he intelligent? Okay. Okay. So this is how you create sentences. Then the third type is imperative sentence. Imperative sentences that in which you lay some emphasis, or in which you you put more force. Uh, for example, you say, "Give me your bike." This is an affirmative sentence. But if you say, "Please give me your bike," It adds value to your sentence. Please give me your bike. Okay. Or if you want to order, shut the door. Shut the door. Okay. Or if you want to give some advice, if you work hard, you will pass. If you will not work hard, you will fail. Right? Or if you forbid, do not smoke. Do not smoke cigarette, it is harmful for health. Or take your medicines well in time. Do not walk barefoot on the ground. Okay? Consult your doctor well in time. Or some proposal, for example, let us go to the market. Let us go for a movie. Okay? Or say, let us play football in the playground. Okay? Or say some command, march on soldiers, right? So anything that has some kind of request, some kind of suggestion, some kind of proposal, some advice. Okay, so this year you need to work really hard, then only you'll be able to qualify for the IS examination, right? So these kinds of sentences in which there is as an extra emphasis, where you lay more stress on something, that is known as imperative sentence. And then the fourth type is the exclamatory sentence in which there is sudden expression of joy or sorrow. Oh, wonderful! What a beautiful building it is. Okay, what a fine bird it is. Oh, the weather is so fine today, right? How beautiful this building is. Okay, so what a wonderful sight. So when there is a sudden expression of joy or sorrow, or say, hey, we won the match. Suppose there is a cricket match and suddenly you say, bravo, bravo, our team did well. Okay, all these bravo, applauding sentence, or saying congratulations to some, congratulations. Okay, so you have topped in your class, congratulations. So, or say sorrow, alas, I was not able to qualify for this exam. Okay, so any sudden expression of joy or sorrow it comes under exclamatory. And then there is one more type, that is optative. Optative, suppose you say, well done. It's not a complete sentence in itself, but it is a way of expression. Well done. May you live long. Good morning. What is good morning? Good morning is not a sentence. It is just an optative expression. Okay. Good morning. Good evening. Welcome. God bless you. Okay. So these kinds of sentences, they come under optative sentence, or in which there is some wish or desire. Would that I were a king. Would that I were an emperor of a kingdom. Right. So so you these are the basic structures. Then again, on the basis of the structure of a sentence, we divide them into simple sentence, compound sentence, complex sentence. In simple sentence, there will be one subject and there will be one predicate. In compound sentence, there can be two subjects, and there can be two predicates. Okay, he is intelligent and hardworking. This is a compound sentence. And another feature of compound sentence is that we use conjunctions. Conjunctions are and, but, neither, nor. Neither the doctor was present nor the nurses. Okay, so either or. Either take coffee or tea, right? Neither, nor, and, but, nevertheless, therefore, otherwise. Work hard, otherwise you will fail, right? So when similarly, let us move on to complex sentence. In complex sentence, there can be one predicate, and then there can be one subject, and there can be several predicates, right? um, when the sun rises, the fog disappears. Okay, so one part of the sentence is dependent on another part. Okay, work hard and you will succeed. If you work hard, you will succeed. Okay, if you don't work hard, you will not succeed. So one part of the sentence is dependent on the other part of the sentence. These are complex sentences. So these are the basic grammar things that you need to learn, or the features of grammar that one needs to learn, and that's it. It's not a huge task. So with and as you practice, as you as you dive deep into this, you develop confidence, and it brings continuity, it brings fluency, you become a flawless speaker, and then it becomes a natural thing for you. You are able to naturalize, or the naturalization of the language takes place in this manner only. You become a natural speaker. It will not be like, somebody is forced upon you, or you have to do then lot of practice. No, once you hone this skill, slowly and gradually it keeps on improving. There is no moving backwards once you learn. Just like driving, once you learn driving, whenever, even after 10 years you drive, you are able to carefully drive like an expert driver. So same is with language. Once you learn, it is once for all. Okay, if you learn properly, then yes. Kindly move on to the next slide. Kindly move on to the next slide. I request the host to
Ma'am,
kindly move on to the next slide.
ma'am, your slide is there is no
Okay,
slide.
okay. Okay. I'll give you a few more suggestions to improve English language learning. You can use Fluent U. There are various softwares, various apps, which are helpful in learning English language. Like there are ebooks, then there are various video games. Some of the top games are on lingorado.com, then Fable, Deponia. These are wonderful video games that will help you in learning language. For example, Bioshock, Fallout. Okay, so normally young children, they love video games. So thankfully, we have a lot of material that is available online for. Then we have Civilization. It is also available on PlayStation 4. Then you have Deponia. It is again available on Steam, Xbox, PlayStation 4. It is a kind of an adventure game in which you informally learn English speaking and listening. Then Orwell, Keeping an Eye on You. Again, it is a simulation kind of game, and you learn about, how to read mails, chats, articles, how to analyze them. Then there is a game called Fallout 3, in which there is role playing. Role playing is also, wonderful technique of learning. At home also, you can play with your friends or your siblings. One can become a customer, another can become, say, the host, and both of you can converse. Doctor patient conversation, what the doctor says, how are you, yes, what happened to you, or what is the problem you're facing, are you taking any medication, are you diabetic, do you have high blood pressure also, okay, what other symptoms are you seeing, okay, do you have proper digestion system. So there are common things. Okay, fine. I've checked, I've gone through all the things, I've gone through your reports. You need to worry much about it. I'll give you medicines. You have to take these three medicines, prescription for 3 days or 5 days. Then you have to take normal food, light food, and then you can show me after 5 days. You will be all right. Okay. Otherwise, we'll do some more tests. If your condition does not improve, we will make few more tests. So these are the common things which a doctor uses throughout the day. Similarly, the police inspector, the teacher, the lawyer, they use certain set of expressions which they use every day. So I hope the all these things will help you. So my presentation is over.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your rich content presentation, which can impact our knowledge seekers surely. After your presentation, I hope our knowledge seekers can learn something new, which was our only intention. Learn and grow together, IGP knowledge seekers. Once again, thank you so much, ma'am, for your presentation. Now, ma'am, it's time for our question answer session, which is the one more valuable part of our regular webinar. Honorable ma'am, please stay with us after a short video. We will be back in our session part 2, which is the question answer session.
Sure.
Dear IGP knowledge seekers, please ask your question in the comment box as much as you want to know from our speaker. Thank you. Dear IGP knowledge seekers, please ask your question in the comment box as much as you want to know from our speaker. Welcome back, ma'am. Dear IGP knowledge seekers, please ask your question in the comment box. Our first question from Flomi. Good day, everyone. Good day, Professor Shalini Rana. How can we develop effective speaking and listening skills? Thank you.
Uh, During the entire presentation, I have given many tips, but still, uh, number one thing is develop an English environment around you. Okay, use all the resources. There are so many online resources that are available. Listen, and the more you listen, the language which you want to learn, the better you will be able to speak. Okay, so from there you get the idea how to say certain things, right? So listen as much as you can with focused attention. Okay, listening also requires a lot of patience, practice, and regular practice, continuity. Okay, so the more you will listen, the more information you will get about how to speak. Okay, so this is how you can improve.
Thank you, ma'am. This question from Ishaya, Professor Shalini Rana. Are complex sentence the same as conditional sentence?
Uh, yes, conditionals are there, but not all complex sentences are conditional sentences. One complex sentence may contain different ideas, uh, and one condition may depend on another, or sometimes it may not, right? Conditional sentences are part of complex sentences, we can say. Okay.
Thank you, ma'am. This question from Marakia. What role does motivation play during teacher and students interaction?
Yes, that's a very good question. It is the teacher who energizes the class, right? If the teacher is motivated, fresh, energetic, and loves his subject, whatever he is teaching, he's enthusiastic or she's enthusiastic about it, that creates that vibrant environment in the classroom. If the teacher is boring, monotonous, and just wants to finish the topic, then definitely the students will not take interest. A lot depends on the style of teaching. If the teacher is motivated and if the teacher keeps the class motivated, that really helps learning the language in an easy manner. Yes, a teacher has a very important role in keeping the students motivated during the teacher student interaction.
Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, this question from Macario. How can we improve student sense of confidence in the learning process?
Again, a good question. You're quite mature and wise in asking this question. Uh, when there are, say, 5 6 students in the class, let us say only 5 6 students in the class, they go to the class, look up to the teacher to get some knowledge. They feel like, okay, this teacher is experienced, he or she is going to bring improvement in my skills. So definitely the teacher, uh, in order to develop the sense of confidence in the students, the teacher needs to be very friendly, the teacher needs to present the matter in a very interesting manner, and the teacher needs to monitor the progress of the student. Whatever little progress student makes, the teacher needs to appreciate the student, the teacher needs to encourage the student at each and every step. That and the when the teacher appreciates, it acts as a real motivating force for the student. The student keeps on doing good things, and if the teacher gives some prizes also, okay, you have done your best, the student feels enthusiastic about learning the things more. So yes, the teachers can do different things for developing the sense of confidence, like by appreciating, by batting, by recognizing, by motivating, and say by giving rewards also. The teacher can develop the sense of confidence, and of course a lot of exposure to different places. Yes.
Thank you, ma'am. Good day, ma'am. How are we going to encourage students to practice more speaking in English where there is limited access in online resources that caters to more interactive learning?
Yes, I agree with you that there are still many places where online facilities are not available, especially in rural areas, in hilly areas, in mountainous regions, where internet access is not that easy or comfortable like we have in the urban areas or in the cities. So yes, I agree with you. Their personal interaction with the student, giving them activities in the classroom itself, like tomorrow you have to recite a poem on nature. Okay, so somebody recites good poem, they will come, they will practice that thing, they will memorize that thing, and then they speak in the class. Then role play, by giving them role play. Okay, today you become the teacher, I become your student, and all of us are your students. And yes, you have to teach these things. So, by giving them different activities, by playing dramatics, giving them some short scenes, giving them dialogues, by giving them, say, some story which they have to orally represent, by developing, say, by making pair groups in which they have to converse it with each other, by giving them tasks, yeah, like tell us about your daily routine. Okay, the student will make mistake, definitely will make mistake. The teacher then keeps on giving hints, or adding okay, or improving the sentences side by side. So that way, by personal touch, by personal interaction, the teacher can improve the speaking skills of the student.
Thank you, ma'am. This question from Ishaya, ma'am, is scaffolding part of motivation?
Scaffolding is a technique of teaching in which the teacher becomes the facilitator. Okay, the teacher creates the environment in which the students can play the central role. Otherwise, what happens is teacher takes the central role and the student follows. Here, the teacher just creates the environment by various means, by providing the material, by creating that environment, and the student himself or herself tries to speak the language or develops the techniques of speaking the language. So yes, uh, it's it can be part of motivation. It is basically a teaching technique. The more emphasis are on the student.
Thank you, ma'am. This question from Evelyn. Good afternoon, ma'am Rana. What best strategy and skills to teach functional language effectively? Thank you.
I've already told in my presentation that first, as a teacher or as a student, whatever, see your purpose. What is your purpose? Then keep a target, say 6 months. How much do we want to improve in 6 months? Then regularly keep on seeing your progress. Okay. And the skills I have told you that by listening to different materials available in English, or by developing those materials, you can learn English language. I've already told in my presentation about this. And overnight, do not see any miracle that some miracle will happen and I wake up in the morning and I become a fluent speaker. Uh, Slowly and gradually keep on progressing. Yes.
Thank you, ma'am. This question from Macario again. How can we develop a sense of autonomy in learners when learning to become more self-directed when learning a language and the importance of it?
Again, I really like this question. Initially, of course, as the learner, the student is dependent on the teacher. But an intelligent teacher will never keep the student dependent on the teacher. As the fundamentals become clear, as the student learns the basics, slowly and gradually, the teacher needs to give them the task which they can do on their own. So, definitely, uh, by teaching certain basic fundamental things, by facilitating those things, slowly and gradually, the teacher needs to bring the student to a stage where he becomes or she becomes an autonomous learner. And it happens, say, after 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, well, say, after 5 years of studying in school, in class sixth, we have seen that students move on to the self-study mode. Okay, you don't have to push them; they themselves become conscious. So when the student gets little confidence in the language, when he imbibes or learns the basic things of a language, of any language, or say English language, slowly and gradually he becomes autonomous. Initially, you give him directions, but then once he reads well, he can read any book from the library out of his choice. He can speak about, once he becomes confident in speaking, he can speak about any kind of event or any kind of topic at any point of time. So yes, our target is to develop autonomy only. We cannot keep the student dependent on us, and it comes with when the fundamentals are clear.
Once again, thank you so much, ma'am, for your time in IJP. We have learned a lot from you with new topics. It will add some value to our day-to-day activity along with our academic and professional growth. Honorable ma'am, hope to see you again with a new topic and a new day. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you, wonderful students. Bye bye.
IGP Knowledge Seekers is time for the webinar certification process, the most attractive and powerful part of our regular webinar. After a short video, we will start our webinar certification. After webinar certification, we have an online quiz competition and quiz certification. Honorable ma'am, before we move to the next webinar certification process, if you want to leave this studio, you can, ma'am. Ma'am?
Yes, yes. Okay. Take care.
Okay,
Be
ma'am.
leaving the
Take care.
meeting.
You too.
Thank you. Thank you.
Today's program name is English for Functional Purpose, and the code is IGP 7338. Without code, no one is eligible for certificates. With code, you can claim your certificates anytime. How to claim an A certificate? For that, you have to go www.eduigp.com. Then click sign in, then log in if you already have an account, or create a new account if you are new. Once logged in, click free webinars. Select the webinar title and click continue course. Get enrolled if you haven't enrolled yet. Then type the code in your certificate code box. Then click get your certificates. It is auto-downloadable in PDF file already. Just check it in your file manager or download folder. Don't forget to leave a review on our Facebook page, website, and in Google. Dear IGP Knowledge Seekers, it's time for the most engaging part of this webinar, which is an online quiz competition, which is our regular webinar activity. After a short video, we will start our quiz competition. Dear participants, this is time. This is for, now for online quiz competition. You have to go www.slido.com and find today's quiz or scan this QR code for direct joining. And the code is morning. You can see 45 people are already joined. Dear participants, we have 49 people. You have to go www.slido.com and the code is morning. After 2 minutes, we will start our quiz competition. So quick, everyone join. We will start our quiz competition after 1 minute. Please everyone join. You have to go www.slido.com and the code is morning. Dear IGP knowledge seekers, this time for online quiz competition, so please join. You have to go www.slido.com and the code is morning. Okay, let's start. Our first question is the purpose of the creation of NATO was to the first option defend North America and Western Europe against communism. Second option is form an economic alliance. The correct answer is defend North America and Western Europe against communism. 64% people are correct. In the leaderboard, first position is Stalin, second Ma Kulin, third Dr. Albert, fourth Carol, fifth Emily. Second question is the purpose of NA2 was to defend non-M and Europe against the threat of communism for an economic alliance. And the correct answer is defend non-M and Europe against the threat of communism. So 91% people are correct. In the leaderboard, Charlene Chalejo, second position is Mark Lane, third position Emily, fourth is Jenny Lynn, fifth is Jordan. Move to the third question. Define functional. What is correct? Money or central focus lessons. X if you are in NY likely to get NY times. And the correct answer is central focus lessons. X if you in NY likely to get NY times. 88% people are correct. In the leaderboard, first position is holding Charlene, second is Macaulay, third is Jenilyn, fourth is Emily, fifth is John. Move to the fourth question. What made the TP so functional for the tribes of the Great Plains and Great Lakes? First option is tribes of the Great Plains plus Great Lakes did not use TPs. Second option is the design protected from wind, cold, and open for ventilation. The correct answer is the design protected from wind, cold, and open for ventilation. 81% people correct. In the leaderboard, Mark Collins, second position is Jordan, third position is Maria, fourth Janelle, fifth Emily. Moving to the fifth question, demonstrate the harmony was known for what purpose? Knowing for analyzing music and putting it into functional terms. If it didn't have a purpose in life, just was made for fun. To do the question, it is important. The correct answer is known for analyzing music and putting it into functional terms. 96% people are correct. In the leaderboard, first position is holding Macaulay, second position is Jordan, third Maria, fourth Janine, fifth Carol. Moving to the sixth question, place of worship for Jews are option 1 mosque, option 2 temple. Which one is correct, mosque or temple? Give your correct answer for the holding first position. And the correct answer is temple. 74% people are correct. In the leaderboard, first position is holding Jordan, second Macaulay, third Ginny, then we have Joel, fifth Carol. Seventh question is the functional unit of a kidney is nephron, and second is utero. First option is nephron, the second option is ureter. Which one is correct? Give your correct answer and get first position. Option 1 is correct. Nephron, 31% people are correct. In the leaderboard, we have Maclean, then Hannah, third Carol, fourth Jomar, fifth Joel. Eighth question is has they ever studied English? Which one have or has? The correct answer is have. 96% people are correct. In the leaderboard, first position is holding Nico, second Hannah, third Jomar, fourth Carol, fifth Joel. Ninth question, where do the people speak English? In China, in Ireland. And the correct answer in Ireland, 96% people are correct. In the leaderboard, first position is holding Nico, second is Hannah, third is Jomar, fourth is Carol, and fifth is Joel. The last question is translate grades into English. Extra charge or free of charge? Please give your correct answer and holding the first position. You have to give your answer quickly. And the correct answer is free of charge. 75% people are correct. Congratulations, Nico, for first position, and second position is Hannah, third Jomar, fourth Carol, fifth Jomar. Congratulations to our webinar online quiz competition winner top 10. Congratulations again. Slido will take a few minutes for finalizing the result. And after that, we will issue our online quiz competition certificates on our official Facebook page and group, Institute of Global Professionals. Congratulations to our webinar online quiz competition winner top 10. Congratulations again. Slido will take a few minutes for finalizing the result, and after that, we will issue our online quiz competition certificates on our online Facebook official Facebook page and group. And the name is Institute of Global Professionals. At the end moment of our session, we can say properly video skill. Never stop learning cause life never stops teaching us. Be happy and stay safe. See you again and again. We want your participation in every program. If you want a happy life, tie it to a goal, not to people or things. Albert Einstein, before I say or hit the end life button, again once thanks to all IGP knowledge seekers for your active participation as always. See you in the next session. Thank you.